Hey everybody, this is the Mind Catcher and we're going to do this pretty purpley, bluish, whitish look right here. It's very pretty, but I think it's so sparkly and pretty, and I think it could be worn during the summer with a nice nude lip, so that's what I'm going to do for you today. So just stay tuned for the tutorial. I'll be right back. Let's begin. Okay guys, we're going to start off with our Urban Decay Primer Potion, and this is an original. You can use any primer of your choice. We're just going to apply that all over the lid and the bottom lash line, everywhere where there's going to be a little shadow. Next, I'm going to go ahead and apply some concealer over my lid, just to mute out any discoloration that's there underneath as well. Next, I'm going to use a Black Radiance Cream Shadow, and this is an eggplant. Very, very pretty. Going to apply that just with my finger all over the mobile lid and just a little bit above the mobile lid. Next, I'm going to use this NYX pigment, and this is called Ocean Blue Pearl. Looks like that. Very pretty blue. We're going to apply that all over our lid. Next, I'm going to use a very pale blue. It's like a periwinkle color. I'm going to use that pigment on the inner corner of the eye. And remember, when you're using pigments, you press the pigments in. Don't too much blend them. They're kind of blending themselves. You're just pressing the color on. And as you can see, I took that periwinkle color into the inner corner on the bottom lash line as well. Now I'm going to use my MAC 224 blending brush. I'm going to go into this Inglot purple right here. It's a very pretty sparkly purple. I'm not quite sure of the number. I'll try to have that on the blog of the color. But we're going to press that into the outer corner and blend it into the crease area. Just carving out a crease with that color. With that periwinkle color, that very light color, I'm going to add just a tap of that on the very center of the lid. Right along the lash line. And back to our 224, blending that purple. On the bottom lash line, if you have a flat-headed brush like this one, you see it like this one, you see it here. You could go ahead and use a brush like that, and we're just going to take all of the colors that we used on the top of the lid and bring them down here, starting from the lightest to the darkest, okay? For a transition color, I'm using my Mary Kay palette. I'm using this reddish brown and this brown right here, kind of mixing them both on the crease brush. And we're just going to go ahead and start blending right above that crease and softening out those edges. As my brow bone highlight, I'm going to go into my Naked palette, and I'm going to use the color Naked right there. Gonna brush that into the brow bone. And right in the tip top arch right there, I'm gonna dip into the color Virgin. Not too much, just right there. And blend it out. Okay, also in the Naked palette, there's the color Creep. It's like a sparkly black. like a dusty black. I'm going to use that in the crease, lower than the, actually a little lower than the crease. So right in here, not much of it. We're not even going to take it over that far. Just right here. Now in my inner corner here, I'm using, same as this side, I'm using a mixture between the two colors in the Naked palette, Virgin and Sin. More of the Virgin than the Sin. But I'm going to put that right in the inner corner and sweep it up. And over. And right over that, I'm going to put a little bit of the Sin. And once everything is cleaned up, and you know, because there's a lot of fallout using pigments, but once everything is cleaned up, you're going to see how pretty that inner corner sparkles, just like this side here. Okay, for my inner waterline, I'm going to use, actually, no, we're not going to do the inner waterline, at least I'm not. If you can do it, I'm using a white liner for my inner waterline, but because my eyes are so irritated easily, I'm going to go ahead and do my black mascara first on the bottom lash line, and then I'm going to apply the white liner on the inside of the eye. So let me get the mascara. I'll be right back. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of a white base. This is the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my waterline. And if you have Max Fascinating, you could go ahead and use that. What I like to do when I'm finished with a white eyeliner, I usually go back over the bottom lash line with the colors again, just to, you know, add a little bit more vibrance to those colors. So I'm going to find an angle brush and I'm going to go back over those colors to bring that color back to life. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, and here's your eye so far. What I'm about to do is add a little bit of liquid liner. This is Ruby Kisses Never Smudge, and it comes with a felt hard tip. Okay, so I kind of like it. It keeps you on a straight and narrow, if you will. And I'm going to go ahead and apply my wing like I did with the other eye. And the lash, which is the Extreme Lashes number 1. Let me see here, number 117. And I'll be right back with the completed face. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, and these are your completed eyes. And as you can see a little hint of that purple, that blue, and of course that dazzling whitish sparkly color on the inside that I kind of created. So I think it's very, very, very pretty. So let's pan out and you can see the rest of the face. So here we are with the rest of the face. For my lips, I just did something kind of crazy, kind of strange. I used a navy blue liner from LA Color, and the color, oh, I broke it that quick, but it looks like that. That's the navy blue right there, and as you can see, I broke it. On the inside of that liner, I used the color Poison Plum. The only reason why I used the Poison Plum is because I had already put the Inglot Purple that I used on my eyes away. So that's why I'm using that Poison Plum. And for the center of my lip, I used a color Coral Bliss by MAC. Let me see if I can get this open for you. Looks like that. I depotted it. That's Coral Bliss. And I used a Black Radiance gloss over that, and as you can see, It kind of reminds you of like the nail polish cotton candy. That's what it looks like. I use that on the lips. Okay, after everything was placed on my lips, I just put that kind of in the center and just mushed it up a little bit. For my cheeks, I use my go-to blush. That's Brick from Mary Kay. I use that on my cheeks. For my foundation in this tutorial, I used all 3 of the face creators that I usually use. Level 16. Let me open them up so you can see them. This is level 16. I want to say this is the darkest one. This is level 16. I use that like for contouring that side. This is like my regular skin tone color. I used this one just a little bit under the contour. Okay, and I use the lightest one I have, which is level 10. I use that under my eyes. Also, the look will be, everything that I use will be on the blog, because I believe I used, well, let me show you. I used this blush by e.l.f. as a cheekbone highlight. It's called Twinkle Pink, and I've seen quite a few people talk about it. I picked up 2 of these e.l.f. blushes, and I really like them, except for the, you know, the glitter part of it. I feel like the glitter should have been a little bit more fine, but I really like it as a highlight on my cheekbones, because of course it's too light for me to really get away with it as a blush. Okay, on my head, I'm just wearing one of Mommy's scarves. She was too nice to let me hold this scarf today, because I definitely have to do a deep conditioning today. My hair is very dry at the moment and needs some TLC, so I'm going to be handling that later. So while I'm running my errands, I'm using her scarf. So I just kind of looked at the scarf and I saw that the scarf was like a navy blue, light blue. It has some gold in it. So I kind of got a little bit inspired by the scarf, to tell you the truth. So there you are. Cyber kisses, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Just to let you know, there will be a favorites video. Now, I'm not like all of these other people with May favorites and June favorites and all this different stuff. No, because honestly, if I like something, I stick with it. I'm not going to be trying, you know, a whole lot of different things. I do get inspired by other YouTubers and different things that they say that they've used and they love so much. And I do have a list of things that on my must try list. Okay, but for me, myself, the things that I have in my personal kit are doing me just fine at the moment. And I wanted to share those with you. Okay, I do make a few variations with my foundation routine. I do make a few variations with, of course, my eyes, what I'm using to do my brows, all kind of stuff like that. So I'm going to share all of that with you guys in a favorites video. And I know it will be long. It's going to be at least 20 minutes long, but I owe you guys that. I've never done one, so I'm super excited about it, because I'm going to mention makeup in it and I'm going to mention hair products in it. Everything that I'm using is everything that I love. So just look forward to that, okay? I'm rambling now. I promise. Video is over. Go ahead, look at the pictures and comment, rate, subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye.